Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to use Google Drive to show me your levels of your favorite charts, and you guys are going to be doing this week while I'm out. Here is a list of the stocks that you came up with, your number one stock, and your levels of support and your level of resistance. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your Drive and you go to Create, and you're going to go to Presentation. Presentation in Google Forms is just like PowerPoint. And so what we want to do here is just click a simple light, the plain presentation here, and then you're just going to delete out the text here, and then you're going to take your slide up here, right click on this, hit copy, and then paste, and you're going to create duplicate blank slides. So that's how you're going to kind of input, and we're shooting for 5 different stocks we're going to chart here. Once you do that, then name it stock charting, and then the date. Today is 3/1/14. So always put the date on there so you know when you made that slideshow. Alright, so we're going to use Yahoo Finance to basically get our charts. So right now, if I look at the first one here, the first one is Boeing. So I'm going to pull up Boeing's chart. I'm going to go to the 3-month. I'm going to make sure it's on candle. And then I'm just going to right click on the chart and hit copy image. Then I'm going to go back to my presentation here, first slide. And then I'm going to right click and hit paste. So now we have our chart is on here, and the nice thing about Yahoo, it has the name on there at the top. So there's the ticker BA. Boeing Company, and I'm going to go back and the student here put the support level at 127 and the other one is at 131. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to go to insert line, and he said it was at 127, so he had the support here, and then he had the resistance. We said it was 131. So once again, we're going to go to insert line, and he has the support right around here. So there is his support resistance. Now when I look at this chart, we're going to do one more thing here. We're going to insert a text box, and we're going to write the level in right here. He has it at 131. And then he has the support at 127. Alright, so this is what you're going to do for your list of 5 now. Before I had to use a different program, the Simple Booklet, but as you can see, this is much easier, and then we could also then share our slides with the other people in our trading team. If I look at the level right here, he has a very narrow, if this is the best one on the watch list that he came up with, this is kind of one we don't really want to trade. If you look at this congestion level here, the congestion level is really tight. It's from 127 to 131. The risk reward is not as impressive right here. So this one I would not put on the watch list for the week. Obviously we might be watching it long term, but at this level, we probably don't want to do that one. And also, when we look at a chart like this, when it's trading in this kind of narrow range, the bulls and bears are trying to decide: do they want to pull the stock higher? Do the bears want to pull the stock downward? And so we kind of want to watch it here, and it's not really giving us a big enough level to trade. As you can see, I paused it here and I added 4 other trades, and I want to kind of go over with you guys. Here's Target. Target right now is showing a pretty big level. The student that analyzed this had the ceiling, the resistance at 64, and they had the support at 56 right here. So we can see it kind of gapped upward here, and so it's kind of in the middle of that range. So right now we just want to watch it and see where it goes. It looks like it might kind of go towards that ceiling again, but you know, we we'd be guessing right here at this point. So we definitely want to watch it. This one has a lot of volatility as of late, and you could see the bears were in control here. And really, if you were playing, if we kind of compare this to the first trade we were looking at, see how tight it is right here. The bears and bulls were kind of pulling it back and forth in a very narrow range, just like the stock I just showed you on Boeing. And you can see the bears really took control of this and really dragged this stock down. And you could see it kind of headed south for a while there. And so we want to kind of find the pattern, the trend. And the trend here, it was definitely the bears took over. And we want to play that trend there for the couple, 2-3 weeks. So this is definitely a good stock to kind of trade right now because of the volatility. Over the long run, Target really doesn't show a lot of volatility, but more recently it's starting to. So we want to kind of wait here. The next one we have is Bank of America. Now, someone picked Bank of America because they kind of saw this congestion pattern. They saw the floor and the ceiling. It's very, very clear here. But I don't think we want to trade the stock because if we really look, it's not really showing a lot of volatility on a daily basis. It basically, it's going up 10 cents, it's going down 20 cents, it's going up 20 cents, it's going down 15 cents. There's really not a lot of big movement on a daily basis on a company like Bank of America. This would be a company maybe we would like to invest in long term, but we don't want to trade this one actively, as you can see, because of the lack of volatility. All right, Apache. As I look at this one, I'm going to kind of pull up the 6-month chart on this one. If we go to 6 month, switch it over to candle view. There's the 6-month trend. So it reached a peak here, a little over 94 a share. If I go 1 year out, there's that peak right here up at 94. This pattern right here, we like to call, it's not really that clear of a head and shoulders pattern because it kind of peaks up here and it comes down and then it does another drop. But if we look here at the 1 year, it's kind of looks like the bears are taking kind of control of this one. And so when we then go to the 6 month, you can see that trend from the peak down. And then when we go to 3 month, we're right at this level. So if we're looking here, I would not be surprised at the 78 floor. And let me see what the student had this one at. Yep, they had a 78 floor. So I would say that's a good level there. I would not be surprised if it breaks the 78 support and actually blows off even further. So this is a very tempting one. This would have been a nice trade if we sold it short here. It looks like the student's a few days late on that trade, on that short. So we want to make sure that we put a lot of time into charting and we spend time doing that. The last one here is Apple. We're all familiar with Apple, and you can see Apple here. This student created a really, really wide range, and right now it's in the middle of that range. So we probably want to kind of stay away from Apple right here at this point, and just kind of watch it. But you can see there is a lot of volatility, but it is an expensive stock. So yeah, it did go up $10 today. But then you also have to look at how many shares you're going to be trading. Obviously, this one we could consider as an option trade eventually once we start learning options. But right here, definitely we kind of want to stay away because it looks like it kind of reached this 570 plateau. It sold off and never quite got back there again. And then we saw the earnings here. This is the earnings gap. And then it kind of recovered back to that 550 range, and then it kind of pulled back again. So what it looks like it's making some higher lows. And right now here at this point, it made a low here, most recently, it broke that 500 barrier. And right now, it'll be interesting to see if it gets back down to that level. But I think it's just going to trade in this congestion level in this pattern here for a while until the charts tell us otherwise. So there are some examples of some charting. I want you to use the Google form that I showed you. So make sure when you go to your account, you click on Create, and then you want to go to the presentation, and just like I showed you, what we did there, we create the presentation, and then we name it, and then we want to date that, and then we're going to work on this with our teams. And I'm going to put you into teams, and you're going to basically throw and bounce ideas, and talk through some of these with one another. All right, happy trading, and make sure that you create your watch list over the weekend and get active. All right, thanks, guys.